Like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the brothers out there who's doing the works in truth and in sincerity. My name is Kanawak from Great Millstone, Toronto. Today is December 25th, Christmas, what everybody and their mama is celebrating all around the world. Mainly our people of the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans celebrating this pagan holidays. Okay, making the white man, making Esau richer. Alright, because you guys are buying, like, first of all, this is a pagan holiday. We're not even supposed to be celebrating this shit. And honestly, I mean, right now, everybody's heavy into that Christmas spirit. People is heavy into that. I personally don't even want to see my family today. I'd rather just be by myself, hook up with a fucking woman later, if anything, and I don't want to even see these motherfuckers, bro. Because our people celebrating this shit, it should vex your spirit, man. You shouldn't be in that spirit to even want to mingle around them, even though there's nothing wrong. If you go amongst them, because scripture says to eat. If you let me get that, I'm gonna get Jeremiah, but yeah, there's nothing wrong if you're around them and you eat you may eat of their festivities, but don't eat it like it's offered unto idol, man. This is what our forefather Paul told us, is in Corinthians. One moment. First Corinthians 8. One moment. First Corinthians 8 and 4. As concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols. Sorry, and it says, and did 1 Corinthians 8 and 4, again, it says, as concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other God but one. Okay, so for you people, also if you're amongst people who's celebrating their little Christmas or whatever pagan holiday they sacrifice and eating, and you're amongst them, just don't, if you're eating of their food, don't be all messed up in your mind and your conscience like you're eating a thing offered unto idol. If they're making pork or whatever, don't eat that fucking shit, man. But if they have clean things like beef and whatever, chicken and whatever, and that shit looks good, eat it, man. Alright? I know how to cook. I made my food yesterday. I don't even want to eat from these fucking degenerates, man. It says, because right now, for you to be fellowshipping with these people in the world right now, during these times, doesn't even make sense, because when shit hits the fan, they're not gonna be by our side. So why the hell you wanna be on their side, man? So as concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered in sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other power but one. For though there be that are called gods, whether it be in heaven or on earth, as there be gods many and lords many, that's people, who have high titles and stuff, on this planet, as well as these spiritual entities and stuff, It says, but to us there is but one power, the Father, of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Lord, Yahushai Mashiach, by whom are all things, and we by him. Howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge, for in some with conscience of the idol unto this hour eat as it is a thing offered unto idol, and their conscience is being weak. So yeah, so that's for like a younger, for certain younger brothers in the truth. Yeah, if I mean, I'm just saying that now because I'm pissed off, but me myself, like if I feel like it, and someone invites me over to their little gathering, I might go. I'm just making this in class right now, and I'm in the spirit, man. And if I want to eat it of their little of their dinner, I'm not gonna eat it like, oh, this is being offered unto Nimrod and whatever, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna pray over it, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Barak Ma'akal, Zawashafayim, or Zawashatayim, which means bless this food and drinks. Alright? Most I bless this food and drinks. I'm not gonna offer it. I know I'm gonna pray over that and sanctify it. And that's what you're supposed to do. But you could finish this yourself. And make me get Jeremiah, man. As everybody's bringing it out. A lot of Jakes is aware that Christmas is vain now, and stuff because of us. You have Louis Farrakhan and all these stuff who's exposing it now and stuff. I wonder where he got that from, man. He got that from the apostles, and from as well as their elders, High Priest Arya, Elder or High Priest Yaquab, King Masha and stuff, and those men, from the old school back then, man. You guys got all that information from our elders, man. So Jeremiah 10:1, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that they move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is in them to do good. Okay? And and your pastor, your preacher will never bring this out. Yet you guys are in church right now, thinking that the Lord's born on Christmas, which he's not. Okay? Because because during the time of the Lord's birth, you had like cattle what was out in the field, feeding. So if he's born in the dead of winter, alright, because in Israel snows, how the hell is there cattle or sheep and whatever feeding out there, on grass, and there's supposed to be snow? How the hell is he wasn't born in December 25th. That December 25th goes back to the birthday of Nimrod. Okay? It's a feast represented unto Nimrod, which the Christmas tree represents his penis, his dick. A phallic symbol, man. That's all that represents. And you guys are offering gifts unto Nimrod, ultimately. But let me get back into the topic. I digress. But yet my digression was still relevant, man. So let me get back to the topic. It says black buying power to reach 1.3 trillion by 2017. You hear that? This is off the blackentrepreneur.com. Alright. So our people have so much buying power, yet we have the least influence in this society, man. Black buying power continues to increase, rising from its current 1 trillion level to a forecasted 1.3 trillion by 2017, which now is 2018, and it's gonna double, man. It's gonna go up by the end of next year if we're still in this kingdom. Black buying power has seen an 86% increase since 2000 and accounts for 8.7% of the nation's total. Alright, because now you guys are now these people, they want to go and ball out and live life, man. You guys want to buy over the past couple of years now, if you're not wearing a designer designer bag or belt and all that, you're not relevant. So now all these people, everybody's trying to buy designer shoes, belts, hats, you name it, everything, and you guys are making these corporations richer, like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Fendi, yet all these guys, like what we wear and stuff, they hate our fucking guts. All right. Nor do they help our communities, nor do they acknowledge us, man. When you go in their store, you get the worst customer service, even when you have a big bag of money in your hand. But yeah, our people still support them, and like, and at the end of the day, at the end of the day, our people won't support their own. All right, because in Deuteronomy 28, it says that our eyes shall be evil toward our brother and our sisters. In Deuteronomy 28, when if you want to get that yourself, you could read that in the curses, man. Because ultimately, this goes back to the curses, where it says that I'm gonna just get that. Our enemy shall be the head and we shall be the tail, basically. But it says black buying. It says the growth in black buying power. The growth in black buying power stems in part from an increase in the number of black-owned businesses, as well as from an uptick in education among African American population, which leads to higher incomes. Despite historically high employment rate, blacks have shown resiliency in their ability to preserve as consumers. African Americans will continue to be significant consumers and heavy influencers of goods and services purchased in the United States. Then I'm just going to get this, but I'm going to get Deuteronomy 28, what I was just mentioning. Because this all goes back to the curses, alright? This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. And that's what's going on to us, man. Alright, because these are the nations, they like, whether they come out with a clothing brand, a store, hair store, boutique, whatever, massage parlor, a mall, grocery store, whatever businesses they establish, our people are the consumers, man. Which it should really be the opposite way around. But yet, because our people because back in the ancient world, our people were a merchant people, and we traveled the world. It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he command thee. Like what I said, man. The curses and what's gonna happen, yeah, man. So like that's what happened. I just lost my train of thought, but maybe make me finish this first. No group watches more television than African Americans. 37% more, who lean heavily toward programming that includes diverse characters and casts. Black women watch more television than their male counterparts. Yeah, you women fucking... Yeah, our people keep this economy going, yeah. I was just gonna mention that, yeah. Our people keep this economy going, man. If our people were to stop buying all these goods, let's say our people stop buying things for a week. Every black person in America or in this Western Hemisphere, if we stop supporting if we stop supporting these European like corporation or these Edomite corporations, all right, like the whole basically the whole world economy would crash, man. It'd come to a halt right away, man. All right, and it says black women watch more television than their male counterparts, which is true, because all you women do is watch soap operas, these reality shows, and all these stuff. Jake, for the most part, has to fucking work a job or be out there fucking doing whatever they have to do to survive, man. And you women live a fucking a easy life, man, compared to the men of the nation of Israel, man. You women just, be kicking it at home, like for the most part, and just watching these bullshit shows and being wicked as hell, man. Of the 75 billion spent on television, magazine, internet, and radio advertising, only 2.4 billion of it was spent with media focused on black audiences. Black businesses, agencies, and media continue to wrestle with this disparity as it is not reflective of the overall high consumption or the consumption patterns and behavioral trends of the black consumer. There's also another article, but yeah, man, look at these people, man. Yeah, a lot of our people, they are affluent in this society. They have a lot of esteem and stuff. Like Oprah here, a billionaire. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're like a billionaire thing. And like this guy, I think, is in Ghana somewhere. I think he's like an architect. Like this guy right here in the Porsche and shit, billionaire. Our people have a lot of great influence. Bill Cosby, billionaire. Yeah, look, I just found a couple black billionaires, man. Like, yet our people are still in poverty, man. And ultimately, it's because we're under the curses, man. This is not our rest. The scripture said that this is not our rest, man. But like this is also a great article too. Black consumers have unprecedented impact in 2015. Nestle reports that black consumers in 2015 have reached a tipping point in their impact, especially online. So this was 3 years ago. Basically, black consumers are an underestimated force in the American economy, but not for long. A Nestle report on the untold story of black consumers, especially affluent ones, show that the black population grows, so will its economic influence and buying power. Yeah, because right now Jake is doing pretty good, man. Jake is learning certain Jakes out there is learning how to stack their bread, man. Like what these rappers say, man. And actually enjoy life and spend and have fun and do their little thing. But that it's like the Most High is raising them up right now. But end of the day, he's gonna bring you guys down too. Alright, because there's only so long you guys could go on in the society, man. Because the society gonna come to an end, and the Most High has to establish proper order upon this earth, man. The reports highlight 2015 as a tipping point for black Americans in their unprecedented impact across a number of areas, especially television, music, social media, and on social issues. Demographic trends combined with the power of social media have control to empower an increasingly educated, affluent, and tech-savvy black consumer bases. As a result, it's key time for companies to build and sustain deeper and more meaningful connection with black consumers, according to the findings. So yeah, instead of you guys buying all these damn Christmas things, you guys should be helping each other grow. But yet our people won't do that. You know why? I'm gonna read you why. Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. And that's what's happening right now. Because our people, instead of looking at our people for good and helping them build, our people would rather help each other be torn down, man, instead of building each other up, which is off. That's why we basically common saying in the so-called black community is crabs in a barrel or crabs in a bucket, because as you try to rise, a next guy will just try to bring you down, man. And that's why, but ultimately this is all under the curses because we sin against the Heavenly Father, man. This is a good article. Let me just read this, man. It says black buying power is projected to reach 1.2 trillion this year and 1.4 trillion by 2020, which I just read in that other article, that the basically the buying power for the so-called black people, not even counting on the Native Americans and Latin people, this is just the black people, is 1.3 trillion in 2017. So by 2020 it's gonna probably be a couple trillion if this society is gonna go on, which I highly doubt. Alright? Because the Most High is speeding up prophecies, man. It says that's 275% growth since 1990, when black buying power was 320 billion. Already, black consumers represent the largest consumers of color group in the marketplace. The report showed that trend will continue as the country becomes more diverse, driven in part by immigration from the Caribbean and Africa. Alright, and you guys could do more research and more reading on this topic. And yeah, man, you guys should a lesson on this, whoever's watching this, man. Like make a response, or and make a like just make a video exposing these damn people, man, who celebrate Christmas and all these things, man. Alright, but with that, I'd like to say shalom, and all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and death to the 2/3, death to these heathen and the so-called white men. Kwam Yasharallah.